Okay, so far we used a basic configurator to configure log4net. Now we take a look at configuring in another way. So this way of configuring is through the app.config file, and this is very extensible way of configuring our logger. Now what we need to do in this case is, first and foremost, we need to go and define a config section in our log in our app.config file. So this is the section line that we need over here. So this is in a way telling that for this application we should be using the log4net logger. Once we define this section with this name, we need to give this particular section, because whenever we say there is a section with this name, we need to give the configurations for that particular section. So next what we will do is we'll define a section with this name, and this section is like this. So in this section the main thing is we need to tell what is our appender, where we are writing the logs, what is the format in which we are writing the logs, and we also need to put one root logger where we have to specify this is the appender we are using. Sorry, we should be using bz file here because we are using this particular appender. Now with this setting done, the next thing that we have to do is we need to come back to our code, and rather than using basic configurator, we should be using xml configurator.configure. Now this XML configurator knows that it has to pick our app.config file automatically and use that as the configuration setting file. Now let's hit run, and this time we will notice that our logs will not appear onto the console because we are not using a console based logger. We are using a file based logger, and whatever logs we write, they are not coming over here. And if we go to our project directory and we go to bin, we go to debug, then we will notice that here it is producing our test logs, and if we open this file, this is showing these are the logs that are coming out of our logging. Great, so we have achieved writing the logs to a file, and we have seen how can we configure the logger using XML configurator, and the logs can be written to a destination which is a file. So these two settings are important. One, we have to define a config section, another we have to give the configuration for the logger.